Facetious last week.
Welcome back, everybody, to Facetious episode 98. Look, I am very happy to be back in front of your eyeballs, back in your ears again. Is none other than your boy, Larry, a.k.a. Blue Man Rule, joined as usual by my main Damie, the man with the frozen head. Is my cookie chef himself, none other than Mike, a.k.a. Scarfinger, a.k.a. Real Talk. What's up, dog?
I know. Normally I'm on the I'm about these cookies, but today it's all about these crackers, man. I'm hungry as hell.
Really. Hey, you know what though? Let me tell you them joints that'll catch you off guard, man. The joints that'll catch you off guard if you ain't ready to eat a whole box, dog, wheat thins. Like if you ain't watching yourself, you going on them wheat thins, dog, with the quickness.
I'm gonna tell you.
All right.
These joints right here, these peanut butter and jelly joints.
Oh, you got okay.
Man, listen. These
stupid, man.
These joints are straight, dog.
Okay, word up. Well, so what we got tonight, man? We got quite a few things going on tonight. I'm about to pop out this chat, see if we got some people out here in the chat, and then man, we're about to do this thing. Cause Mike, the title of today's show, that's why I was singing "Have You Seen It" earlier, is "Have You Seen?" Because this is all about the junk I've seen this week, dog. So we pretty much moved the in your ear consumption area. This is the whole show. This is the whole show today. This is what's cracking. And so
I got you.
So yeah, man. So I thought I had my mic on and it was picking up, but I was up here jamming. Have you seen it before we got connected live, dog? I mean, I was jamming. So
yeah, I'm gonna have to hit the low harmony. Now I'm like, wow. Like I'm down there. Yeah, I'm down there. Ain't enough nut squeezing for me to be able to make it through the whole song.
Look, man, from someone who sings tenor in church, man, I tell you, I'm a natural baritone, which means my voice is naturally lower. Like it's closer to my talking voice, right? Mm-hmm. So my singing voice is more comfortable there, and I have much more control in that range. I absolutely despise. Well, I don't despise. Let's just say that I don't necessarily despise, but it is truly uncomfortable to sing really high for very long. It's really, it is really tough, y'all. So
I know that from rock band. Like rock band, if it's a song where I got to sing like really high, it's like, man, I can't do this.
Yeah,
I just can't do this. Like I'd be faking. Like I'll just do it lower and then put the mic closer to me.
Yeah, that's what's up. See, my wife, she says she even hates me singing high, and I'm like, that makes two of us. It's not your boy's favorite. It's really not your boy's favorite. So, but hey, man, let's get into it. So, dog. So, have I seen? So, what I did this week. I met up with some people that I haven't seen, a couple of people from my old job, right? I used to work in the oil and gas industry here in Oklahoma, and there are a couple of people who I hadn't seen. One person in particular I hadn't seen in about 2 years, man. And what up, Simpson? Yeah, dog, out here singing falsetto. That's what we do, Simpson. But I met up with a man, and it's good to see old friends.
We do it better than Pharrell doing his always very terrible Curtis Mayfield impression.
Oh well, it just sounds too airy. Like his stuff sounds a little too airy for your boy. You know what I mean?
I know that's home team and all, and I shouldn't really be talking about it. But yeah, my man's falsetto is not what's hot on these streets.
I mean, it is what it is, dog. I mean, you got to call it like you hear it, right? So no, man, it was good meeting up with my dudes. Shout outs to my boys Thomas, Kelby, and Brian. Because man, it was good seeing Thomas. I hadn't seen him in a while, and I've been following him on Facebook, man. But it's different when you run into somebody and they've lost like 80 pounds since you last saw them. Damn. You know what I mean? So it's really cool, man, to run in there, to run in and run into someone, talk about them like that, ask them about how life is going. Unfortunately, we want a short break, but I figured out he now works close to me now. So him and I are gonna go have lunch, man. So I'm thinking next payday, maybe we're gonna go have some lunch. We're gonna go make that happen. I'm gonna meet up with him. We're gonna do this thing, man. And so it's really good running into old friends. But you know what's not good? Speaking of reunions, what's not good is when you go to a family reunion and you ain't seen family members for like 15 years and you know them by face. But
you know who everybody becomes at that point. Cousin Pete.
What up, cuz? You know, you just throw the name out there, right? It's just a safeguard. It's just a safeguard. What up, cuz? So what's going on? What's going on? And you know they some type of auntie or uncle or something.
What's up, fam?
What up, fam? You know, what up, fam? And the fam cuz just roll in, right? And that's pretty much how it is.
I mean, I know you got the nose, like you know, like that
or the head, you know, and my family got the same head shape.
Yeah, I know you got the nose, so I know you fan.
Right, exactly.
In some way, shape, or form.
And you know, at some point you start feeling like your grandparents, like you start knowing people by like their parents, like you are such and such kid. Like, you know, you getting old when that starts to become the norm.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you, there's 2 moments where I knew for a fact that I was old. The first time is the very first time I said, "Stop crying, or I will give you something to cry about." What? Like that was the first time I realized I am now old. And then I realized I was old a couple weeks ago because there was a video from a local homecoming dance.
All right.
And those kids were, and this is exactly what I said. Yeah. And I felt so old after it. Like I said it out loud before I typed it on Facebook, and I just went,
man.
I just put my hand over my mouth. I couldn't
still type it though.
I typed it afterwards, but it was just basically like, those kids ain't doing nothing but having sex on the floor. They weren't dancing. That's not a dance.
No, it's not. No, it's
but
not.
What they were doing was not dancing. Like the video starts off with, there's a guy with a button up. His button up is open. His tie is undone. His shirt is he ain't got no undershirt on. Like another thing, I realized I was old. He had no undershirt on. He had on the dress shirt. It was open, and he's laying on the floor. And there is a young lady
on top,
sitting on his lap twerking, and they're basically having sex with clothes on.
Right, like that's not dancing, dog. Like, let's just call it what it is.
But let's be honest. Let's be honest about it.
Sit with taco meat showing.
No, he was a young man. He had no meat. He had no tacos. He had no taco meat. He was bare chested. He was bare chested. Might have been a swimmer. You know how they do.
Yeah.
But it was just I just felt old by actually saying that out loud. Like I just and it was just a bunch of stuff like that. A guy holding a phone downward and the girl just twerking on him, and they're basically just having sex with clothes on. And I felt really, really stinking old. And like every time someone says, "Oh, the music of today is," I say, "Congratulations, you just became your parents."
Right.
So I try not to say stuff like that, but I know I feel it sometimes.
In your spirit?
I feel it in my spirit. Because look, let me tell you, this dude, I'm gonna tell you, I shared this on Facebook, but let me tell you, this dude did a top 10 ranking of the 10 members of Wu-Tang. Okay. So he did a ranking of the 10 members of Wu-Tang, and his list is all kinds of wrong. Like all kinds of wrong.
See, let me go and say, what up, Timo? But let me go and say,
he said his daughter will never go to a dance. No, my daughter will never go to a dance without me.
Dang, son. So you that dude.
I mean, I could be a chaperone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where in that case, I'm watching this video and it's a few minutes long. I'm like, where is the person? Where is the old lady with the roll stick?
Smacking them hands if they get too low.
Yeah, or just, like you need like the old church lady that says like y'all need to put some room in here. Y'all need some room for Jesus between
back up,
y'all.
baby.
Like,
Back up. I need a little space, baby. What did he come through there?
Yeah, y'all need to leave some room for Jesus between y'all. I'm like, I'm like, where was that lady? Like, I mean, I've done some decently raunchy things at school dances.
That is an oxymoron, sir, but please continue.
Decently, like I wasn't
Sufficiently
that
raunchy.
I wasn't that far. Like I wasn't that far. Like I was, you know, I was. How to say this? Nope, I'm not going to use that analogy.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Yeah, I'm not going to use that analogy. Like I'm a back up off that.
Okay.
I was gonna say I was Al Franken. I wasn't. I'm not really. What you?
No, let it go. Let it go.
I'm not. I was gonna say I was Al Franken. I'm not Harvey Weinstein, but like you know.
Right. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But you can't spice that one up.
I did some stupid stuff as a young man, but I ain't really like whip it out and like spank it into plants and stuff.
Right. Yeah. That's
I've done some things, but yeah, this is just so like those moments where you feel really old, like I've had those moments lately. Like I realized I was in a every Sunday night I watch a live stream. These two brothers called the Rogers Bros. They do a lot of marching band reviews.
Okay.
And they do a live stream and people suggest stuff and then they'll pay a little bit of money. They do a thing called super chats. I never heard of super chats. But you have to have a certain amount of followers on YouTube, and when you stream on YouTube, someone can actually pay to say something.
Oh, that's stupid.
But what they do is people pay to have the video that they want them to watch jump the line.
Oh, I see what they're saying. So they kind of get credits for the queue.
Yeah. So they were talking, and one of the Rogers Bros, Brandon, he actually turned 29 yesterday.
Okay.
So they did it on his birthday. And I'm like, all right, cool. So like, and everybody was just talking about how old they were. And like, the other brother was like 32. And they were like, nigga, you old. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like,
right.
What are you talking about? Like, and so I felt like I was ancient being 38 in that room. Like
yeah,
there
so
was
you didn't say nothing. No, you need to speak up.
There was people down to like 16 in there last night.
Man.
And I'm like, bruh, I feel ancient right now. Like so ancient.
It's crazy when you realize how. So like the thing that always reminds me how old I am is this hair when I start growing it in, right? All this gray pops in and everything. It starts populating everything, and you're just like, I was
talking about this on the Dream Team.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you start, the moment you know that you're old is when you start getting gray chest hair.
Oh, you got great chest hair, son. Oh, come on.
I have great chest hair. I haven't gotten great pubes yet, thank goodness. But I do have the worst thing ever. Here's the worst thing ever. Gray nose hair, because it always looks like there's something in your nose.
Right. I don't understand the phenomenon of nose hair. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know why. I know why it's there, but it is like it just continually grows. It never stops, right? Like wouldn't it be great to be able to have sectional balding and be able to dedicate it to some nose hair, right?
Exactly. Like,
it'll be great.
Right. So so it's just bad. Like it's all bad. Like when you start getting gray chest hair, that's when you know you got issues. I thought about shaving it, but here's the problem with shaving your chest hair.
It makes it worse.
When that shit grow back. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, so much.
I'm a little loose today. I'm gonna try to bring that back a little bit.
Oh, you gonna walk it back? You gonna walk it back?
Yeah. When it starts growing back, man, it's so itchy, and you just look like a fool just standing around talking to people, scratching your chest.
Hey, that's why you got to do one of these. You know what I'm saying? Every night.
No, you can't pat it because the pattern is what the ladies do when they about to get a perm.
Hey, you never know. You might have had. So they might be S curl and everything down there. You don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know.
I got one time, and I will never do it again. Well, I used to have a curl when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that before.
Yeah,
that would be hilarious. But listen,
but I did not have a great experience when I tried to do it when I was in 10th grade.
See, you can't do that in 10th grade, especially around our time period, because feel it so silky smooth. That's all you gonna hear.
I wasn't trying to get a curl, right? I was doing it to straighten it out because I wanted my cornrows. I was like right at the precipice of being able to get my cornrows. So I wanted to straighten it out a little bit so that I could either, well, I mean, I thought about possibly running a slick back.
Okay.
I was possibly running the slick back, and if it was just right, I can go ahead and get my cornrows. Okay. Like I never got to do like crazy things with my hair and stuff in high school because I was in ROTC.
Oh, so, right.
So I never got to do, you know, back when Camp Low and all of them was out and everybody had the low curlies and they dyed brown and all that other stuff. Like, and I was a Dennis Rodman fan and I couldn't do none of that.
Ah, cool out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I couldn't do none of that. So like, so this is the one thing that I had, like, you know, on days where I had to wear my uniform, I rocked that slick back and I'm straight.
Simpson said put some fried chicken in your Jerry curl and then add some grease to it.
No, man, you got to get the gel. You got to get the gel. You know, the regular activator don't work as well as the gel. You got to get that gel off of all of in there. Like I told you, I had one. You get that gel. That gel is greatness when you got an S curl or just a Jerry curl in general. Like that gel is the best.
Man, look, I never had it. I never worried about it like that. That was not your boy. That was not my
jam. The only picture that exists.
It's a picture. Oh goodness.
With me with that curl, I took it, and then it was taken away from me when I got fired from a job. Because I had it because I took it and I hid it in my work stuff so that nobody would find it. And then when I got fired from that job, they took everything out of that they took everything out of that binder and I didn't get it back. I wasn't allowed back in the building to say, "Hey, can I get my picture at least?" And look, I worked with this brother at the time. I worked with this brother who used to work for Def Jam. And at the time I was kind of bootlegging CDs. But he gave me the numbers to all of the places for these different music companies to get on their list for stuff that they send DJs.
Nice.
And that got taken away from me too. All of it was in that binder because he gave me all of that information at work. I wrote it down in my little work binder and they took all of the stuff out of the binder.
Man, that's tough. That's tough. Man.
No, ain't nobody got that picture. It's gone.
Right. Now listen, here's my thing, and then we'll move on about your old. So you know you're old when, and this is one thing. Have you seen old black retired dudes? Because shout outs to Sheridan, because I was talking about this with her a while back, and I was like, you know, well, next time you go to the store, next time you go out, I want you to pay attention to what old black retired men wear. They always wear a jumpsuit.
Jumpsuit?
Jumpsuit? Maybe a hat and a Kango.
No. It's you have the jumpsuit retirees and you have the Hawaiian shirt retirees.
Black people though.
No. There are black people Hawaiian shirt retirees that wear Hawaiian shirts every day of their life after they retire. Man, I know these people. I mean, maybe it's different because there's a weather difference. Between here and there, even though it's been kind of cold, like it's been in the 50s, and you know, for me that's cold.
Yeah.
I know those people. The Hawaiian shirt, the Hawaiian shirts, and the flip flops with socks.
Yeah, look, the flip flops with socks I think is a universal application, but I'm telling you, man, the jumpsuits normally Fila, normally matching up and down, normally with some shoes, some nice sneaks on, and then the hat. And like I said, it's about 85% of the time.
Okay. Here's the hat. There's probably a difference between the hats there and the hats here.
All right.
The hat has to match the shoes, and they are usually Cowboys or Redskins hats around here.
Well, see, around there, that's around there. See, here, they're normally Kangos, is what they are, and so, which is nice. But I was told Sheridan, and the very next day, her father, who's a retired Italian man, had on a feline jumpsuit. And she's like, does it count? She sent me a picture. I'm like, no, but it's real close. I'm like, did he wear a hat? And she was like, I don't know. But it's just like, it was really close. But that's the look around here. So that's when you know you old as well, when you got that retiree walking around. But I'm telling you, next time you out, take inventory of who's around you. I guarantee you'll run across that. So all right, man. That's what I have there. So we're 20 minutes in. I got 5 more things for us, man, to ask about what you've seen. Okay. First thing, and we can talk about it. We're not going to spoil it. And I know your answer to that question, but have you seen Punisher?
Bruh.
Boy.
Yes, I have. It is okay. First of all, it's not for the kiddos.
Ooh, no, absolutely not.
Not for the kiddos. Like, like how we said Jessica Jones ain't really for the kiddos because they get it in the early episodes.
They really
get it in the early episodes.
Man,
this is violent AF. Like, it is violent. But I have a problem with the Punisher.
Okay.
Now, we know that these things, that all of these shows have especially since Daredevil, all of these shows have an undercurrent of some sort of like social theme.
Oh yeah.
Because Jessica Jones is is really kind of about sexual assault and her rising above like being controlled in that way.
Yeah.
And and Luke Cage is very much about like
social issues.
Like black social issues. It's about our relationship with the cops. It's about gentrification. And then like he throws in the Trayvon thing by wearing the hoodies.
Wearing the hoodie, yep.
And that was intentional.
Yeah.
The first half does a really good job with how we treat veterans.
Boy, strong, doesn't it? Isn't it?
It's so strong, and it's so intentional. Like, it does a really good job with like, this is what's happening to these people when they come home.
Yep.
And at some point, somebody is going to have to take responsibility and say, we did this to them. We need to help them. Right. Because but then and it also has a very strong anti-gun message while shooting a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, it does because, but it also has, I mean, it actually voices both sides of the issue.
Right.
A lot, because they're talking about talking about guns control, others talking about.
But of course, like people are going off about like, oh, you see what happens? Like if you're a white Christian male, it paints you as crazy and all this other stuff. Like, bruh, it's not that serious. Like it's really about our country's obsession with guns, and we slurp up the military, but we don't understand what we're doing to those people.
Right.
Like that's where it is. Like,
boy, to me, that strongest commentation was, bruh, like you're just a number. Like they're gonna use you up until they can't use you anymore, and that's about it. Like, to me, that was probably the most vocal, glaring part of it, right? Because look at what they're trying to do, man. Like, if you don't know Frank Castle's story, man, go look it up. I mean, basically, summarily, like, they just out to erase him. You know what I mean? And it's just like, come on, B. Like, that man went out there, did ridiculous things in the name of this country, and then you turn around and just toss him to the side, toss him aside, completely forget about him. And that message is strong.
And then you realize he know too much, and then you do some things.
Exactly. But here's the thing: no spoilers on Punisher. It's great though. I personally like it.
I liked it a lot.
I liked it a lot. I did. I thought John Bernthal did a phenomenal job.
They could not have picked. They could not have picked a better Punisher. Like that was. I mean, almost like is like with Luke Cage. That was like that's your guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
With,
even though you ain't all about that dude.
I don't really like that dude. I don't really like that dude. Especially I don't like him as Locke. But then again, I found out that it's his face, is not his voice. So I can kind of roll with that. It's not his voice. And so like I mean, I think those castings were great. I think we came to appreciate the casting of Daredevil.
Yeah, man, for real.
Jessica Jones, like most people didn't know very much about Jessica Jones before the show, so I guess the casting was okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, David Tennant saved that show, so in my regard, the casting was phenomenal. Because without him, that show would have been clicked off, bro.
Yes, except for the fact that he wasn't purple. He just wore purple.
You're right. He wore suits. Yeah, purple suits.
Yeah, he wore and like the weird part about it is like when someone tells you that he's always wearing purple, you're like, no, he's not, and then you realize that the dark suits are just a really dark purple.
Like, yeah, there are always some hints of it in there at all times somewhere. So,
but I mean, you could not have cast a better Frank Castle.
Right. Now, here's my thing. I have one complaint, and I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to be too specific, but how is it that you served in the military, and how is it you served in a very, very precarious position, and you didn't recognize the smell of a decaying body? Like, come on, B. Come on, B. That's all I'm going to say.
Which part?
That's all I'm going to say. When old boy went to check on old boy in the house.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm like, and he walked and they walked in and he was just holding his nose. I'm like, come on, dog. Like, you should know what the decaying body smells like if you've been served.
Okay, so no real spoilers, but when you walk through that door and you smell that smell and you are a large black man, your immediate thought is 180, let me call somebody.
Deuces.
Let me call somebody. That's a like, you know, like how in Money Talks when I've
seen that.
When there's one part where Chris Tucker like hits this turn and he just spins real fast. And he's just like that is the exact thing I would do as soon as I walk through that door and I smell anything. Like, nope. Turn around. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna call the folks.
Right.
Like that is my immediate thought.
That is the default.
There is no other thought I should have. But it also goes to the fact that, like, if it smelled that bad for him walking in the door,
right?
How the work can you sit there?
I mean, clearly that person was not right. Right. So you gotta move at it like that. Right. But
yeah, I only had only one part of the whole series made me feel very uneasy.
Let's not give it away. Let's not give it away.
No. I'm just saying there was one part of the whole Punisher series that made me feel so uneasy, and it happens on the last episode.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Maybe I think I know what you're talking about. Because that last episode was
mirror.
Yeah, boy, that was good. I was like,
I felt so uneasy by that. Like I was just like, I don't know if I want to keep watching this.
I was like, son, that's watching that is the visual equivalent of nails on the chalkboard.
Yes,
it is the visual equivalent of nails on the chalkboard.
Yeah, and it is acted beautifully.
Oh, great! It's greatness. It's greatness. So
because it's not as strong of a scene if the actor does not pull that off.
Right.
Like if the actor doesn't pull that off, it's not that bad. But I felt so uneasy by that. Like it made me feel like I put it in the chat. I was just like, bruh, the mirror. Like
it's real. It's real out there in the field,
so
boy.
Real. It's so real. But yeah, I can't wait till everybody else finishes it. Like I mean, because I really want to talk. But
right, yeah, we need to talk. I think we're gonna have to do a spoiler on this one. Like, honestly,
I watched it in 2 days. So
your boy did too. I started actually it's a little low, about 2.5. I started Friday evening and then I finished it Sunday morning early.
I watched it all Saturday. I had 2 episodes left on Sunday morning.
Yep. I had one. Yeah, I had one. No, I think I may have had 2. 1 or 2. I can't remember.
Yeah, I had some things to do on Friday. I found, my girl came over and I finally got a chance to get out the house. I went, I got paid. It was payday. I went to, because I'm stuck at home all the time. So I went to Walmart. Yeah. I went to Walmart. And do you know how much I spent at Walmart?
How much?
For just me on just food? I spent $178.
Really? You got
just food for me. I also did get some stuff for Thanksgiving though. Like it wasn't just that. Yeah, we got some Thanksgiving stuff, but the Thanksgiving stuff was split up between me and her because we're doing Thanksgiving together. Oh, okay. So it was one of those things. But yeah, bro, I spent $170 something in Walmart, and I'm like, bro, what did you do?
Right. Well, it is what it is. You got to make those sacrifices, man. You got to make those sacrifices.
And on Wednesday, my baby's gonna be here, so. It's gonna be a good time. I think I got somebody looked at my car. They think they got it figured out, and it ain't gonna cost me that much. So
no, we do Thanksgiving together.
Yeah. Why would I not? I thought she was gonna do it. I thought she was going with her family, but then that switched up. So we're doing Thanksgiving together. And I definitely ain't doing it at your house with some sweet potato with agave fruit, some nonsense. Like ain't nobody trying to do no healthy Thanksgiving. You gonna have a tofu turkey, you bastard? Like nobody want that healthy mess. If I want a sweet potato pie, I want a sweet potato pie. I don't want no substitutes.
Look, man, agave nectar is greatness. Agave nectar is greatness. You can substitute a lot of stuff and it will be awesome. So what up, Glove Box? But yeah, man. He said you need to come get that sweet potato pie on deck. But that's what's up.
I already bought my patty pie. I'm good.
Oh, you good? All right.
They have a family size though. Like I'm like, man, I want the family size. It's okay. But I had to go to the Walmart to get the family size.
You ain't need it, bro. All right, so Mike, have you seen Thor Ragnarok?
I have not.
Because let me tell y'all, that movie is awesome. Thor Ragnarok.
I've heard very good things.
It is. It's quite possibly the funniest Marvel movie to date.
Really?
Yes. It is really good. It's really well done. The acting is great.
It's funny without Joss Whedon.
It's good, man. It's really good. It maintains the tenor that all of the Thor movies have had while progressing the overarching storyline. And man, it's greatness. Let me tell you, your boy Heimdall. That's all I'm gonna say. Your boy Heimdall. So
yeah, I'm thinking about possibly getting a movie pass, but I would like to get a movie pass when my car works.
They just dropped it to $10 a month, son.
Yeah, but I gotta have a car that works, so I can't get there.
Hey, you're right. But look, I strongly recommend it. So here's the thing that happened. I took my boys on Tuesday evening because Cinemark theaters, we have one here in Oklahoma City, Tinseltown, Cinemark theaters, $4 a ticket, $3.75 per ticket all day Tuesday on any show. Word. So I took the boys, me and both the boys went, man. It was great. We were numbers 3, 4, and 5 in the theater, man. And we were there 30 minutes early, 25 minutes early. We got there. Simpson bogus. Just bought one ticket this week.
We don't do that, sir.
We don't do that, Simpson. We can't do that.
I've only done that. I've only done that one time. I only done that one time, and I didn't stay for the whole second movie. I went to see some movie, and then I walked in and He's So Crazy. And I watched that for a little bit. I got my Martin Lawrence on for a few minutes, and then I left.
Right. So I'm saying this: if you liked any of the MCU movies, if you liked Hulk, you're gonna like this movie. If you like Thor, you're gonna like this movie. So
as long as it's not the second Thor movie, we good. The second Thor movie, like
Yeah, the Dark World, I couldn't get into it, and it's not on Netflix anymore. So I'm trying to rewatch it to give it another go, another assessment, right?
Some of that stuff is on Amazon.
Okay, I'll take a look. I'll take a look because I kind of want to see it again.
I don't know if that one's there, but some of it that's not on Netflix is on Amazon.
Okay, so I want to see it again. I want to give it another shot. I want to see how it all wraps together, right? But it's quite interesting. So I say that just as someone like Friday, dog, I nerded out on straight up Marvel cinema, and I won't stay here too long. I'm just gonna say one of the guys in my pod, one of my pod mates at work, he's never watched any of the MCU movies.
My girl is the same.
Yeah, and so I'm like, man, so we nerded out, and I was telling them about how the timeline and how it works in the comics and how things happen, and then what.
Did you tell them that Homecoming kind of messed up the timeline?
I did. I had that conversation with my oldest son last week because I literally had it the moment we walked out of the theater, and he was upset. He was like, man, I really liked that. I love that movie. I'm like, yeah, it was a good movie, except that it messed up the Marvel Cinematic Timeline. And by the time we got 10 minutes down the road and I explained to him this is why it messed up, he was like, dang it, now you just destroyed my enjoyment of that entire movie. I'm like, no, don't let it destroy the enjoyment of the entire movie. Marvel just gonna have to fix that. There is no fix for that here. I'm just gonna tell you. So, but that's really about it, man. But stay to the very, very end. You know that Marvel always does stingers, but it's good. Like I said, I enjoyed the movie quite a bit. It's up there as one of the funniest. I do believe it's greatness, man. It's greatness.
I'm behind on movies. Like my assistant just let me borrow her copy of Girls Trip, and I still ain't watched it yet. I heard it's really funny. I heard it's really stinking funny. I have not watched it yet.
Now, Mike, have you seen this? So I subscribe to Men's Health, and I also get alerts.
You know I was subscribing to no damn Men's Health.
You're right. I also get alerts though, and I was reading something, man, and just be careful the next time you and your lady get together, man, because this one guy on here literally lost vision in one of his eyes from having an orgasm. Right?
Okay. So I've done that to someone. It hasn't happened to me, but I had someone vision go completely blurry for a few minutes, and it happened 3 times.
What up, Atomic? Yeah, I haven't seen the Deadpool 2 trailer. My son was like, you need to watch it, and I'm like, why am I gonna watch the trailer? I know I'm gonna go watch the movie, but I am gonna watch the trailer eventually. But
yeah, I'm not one of those people that avoids trailers. I know you are to an extent. Or
I got a blackout time. We got a blackout time before the movie, like 2 months before the movie. Everything shuts down. But
everything about Black Panther, I'm watching. Straight up.
Oh no.
Straight up. Straight up, dog.
Straight up and down.
I'm about to look. I'm setting a plan for my dashiki that I'm wearing to the. I don't know whether I want to go dashiki or like Black Panther, but like I'm gonna give me some black leather and I'm gonna give me a beret.
There you go. And some black gloves and some gloves.
It's a black gloves
and a jacket that the sleeves are a little too short to reach the wrists.
No, I'm gonna get the ones where you button up the sleeves a little bit.
Okay, all right. I just needed to know. I need to know what we rocking because we kind of got to pull it together. But no, it's a Valsalva maneuver that happened. So he was holding his breath while straining his abdominal muscles, which kind of holds everything back. But what happens is that he ended up popping a tiny blood vessel in his eye, and that clouded it. Now, he said just wait. They say just wait, and it'll go away after a while. But it's a little scary. So just. Next time you enjoying it, just
I'm vocal. Like I'm Wesley Pipes. I ain't holding my breath for nothing.
Right.
I'm talking. Look, I talk all kinds of junk. Like right. And so I ain't holding my breath for nothing. So I ain't got to worry about that.
Right. So I just wanted people to know. And Atomic said for all y'all wondering, Deadpool 2 trailer doesn't have anything to spoil. So I'm gonna
I seen like a screen cap and is him dressed as Bob Ross on the screen cap. I don't know how much of that is in the actual trailer, but that's the only thing that I've seen.
Word up, man. Word up. Well, listen, so here's one thing that I wanted people to be
I thought it was Colin Kaepernick at first, like until I noticed the painting. Like
all right, so listen, so Mike, have you seen the new Tesla Roadster?
You know, I don't care nothing about no cars.
Right. All right.
I've heard the, you know, the 0 to 60 and 1.9.
0 to 60 and 1.9 at a price of $250,000 per vehicle. However, it's an electric vehicle with a fuel range of 650 miles, which is ridiculous because the current range on the vehicle is like 250. So it's almost tripled its range. That is nuts. That's nuts, dog. And the thing looks greatness. They ran it up against a Bugatti, dog. Now the Bugatti goes 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. This thing goes 0 to 60 in 1.9. The Bugatti cost over $1 million. This is gonna cost you 250 grand, right?
You're right. So, it does look like a Lotus.
Yeah, it's greatness. Yeah. Looks like, but I'm all about that life. Simpson say all about that life. Look here, Simpson will probably be one of the jokers that get one of these things too. He'll get a used one, but he'll get one of these things.
Look, he gonna get the used one, the fuel cell don't work that well.
Yeah, the thing is, the NXS is about what 100 or 149. Like the NSX is much cheaper than this thing. But yeah, it looks greatness, man. It looks hot. So this is from CNBC where they interviewed Elon Musk. They actually got a couple of quotes of him talking about it. But
are any of these cars available right now?
No, but it's going to be available. They're building the plant here
because they've been talking about them for a very, very long time.
Yeah, some of the Teslas are available now. I mean, the S is already out there. The Model 3s are. They should start delivering here this month, I think. So the Model 3s, which were the $35,000 ones that have like that 10-inch touchpad in the middle, so those should start delivering here very, very soon. Like that's their center dash or whatever, but this is the base performance, man. There's also going to be a special option package that makes the vehicle faster. And what people don't understand about electric vehicles is that the torque is immediate. Like when you press down on the gas pedal, all your horsepower is felt immediately. There's no rev up time. There's nothing else. Oh, Simpson said the car rolls out in 2020. So, but look here, man. Like, here's the thing. He needs to hire some private security. Not Anvil, but Elon Musk needs to hire private security because this is what's going to happen, man. The oil and gas industry are going to try to assassinate this dude because he is the ultimate threat, dog.
Yes,
he is the ultimate threat to their entire business model, and he put his money behind getting power back to Puerto Rico and everything, dog. Yeah, man. Like Musk is look, man. He thinks he is one of those people. And somebody was saying, I bet you the oil and gas industry will buy him out for billions. I'm like, number one, he could probably buy most of the people in the oil and gas industry. Number two, he's a scientist, dog. Like he is a person that is going to do something just for the sake of doing it.
He's actually Tony Stark.
Yeah, pretty much. And so you have to understand the money is a byproduct, but that's not his motivation.
Do you think that he's donated some time to making his own kind of Iron Man suit?
Absolutely. Without a doubt. Because look, he's already made have you seen the SpaceX astronaut suits? They look like N7 suits from Mass Effect.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. SpaceX astronaut suits look like N7 suits, bruh. Like I wish I could make this up. Like I wish I could make this up. But I'm not. Like this is one version. This is the first version. And the second version is actually like all black. Yeah. Can you see it? Can you see it on my screen right there?
Yeah, that's very N7.
Yeah, man. So like
with the ODST helmet.
Right. so like, I mean, he's doing his thing, man. So I really want him to succeed. I really do think he needs security. Like I'm not playing when I say that. Like I think that those people will try to take him out because he's going to completely disrupt their entire industry. And
he can't until it's affordable enough for normal people to have it.
Right. But that's going to come with the general R&D, right? I mean, so that's the stuff that's going to happen down the line, economies of scale, blah, blah, blah. But here you go. Like this is a version of the SpaceX suit, right?
Yeah. He looked like,
come on, son.
He looked like he about to go talk to some Koreans right now.
No, I know it. So, I mean, that's the stuff that I'm talking about, man. So, Musk and Musk gets that Hyperloop, man, that Hyperloop. And then that underground highway. Like, don't forget about the underground interstate that he's already talked about. Like, you think about the Hyperloop, the underground highway. You think about space. You think about SpaceX. You think about these electric vehicles. Like, come on, dog. Come on, man. Like, he is absolutely dangerous.
But see, here's the problem with the underground highway, though.
What's that?
With the underground highway, how do you build that? How do you build that under existing
fairways?
Yeah.
That's gonna be tough.
How do you build that under existing major cities?
The problem is, and you know, you have to have engineers figuring that stuff out, man. Structural engineers, dog. You're gonna take away some of the support that's holding the stuff above ground away. So that's what's going to be the problem. But Atomic asks, have I seen the new jet engines for the space shuttle? They can reach Mars in 40 days. That is asinine. And I have not seen those engines, but that's going to be greatness.
In 40 days?
Yeah, and Simpson says that underground highway on the East Coast would be crazy. See, here's the thing. I don't think the underground, here's the thing. As much as I'm excited about the underground highway, I don't think you can work near water.
That's not necessarily the truth, because like they figured out a way to make subway tunnels work.
That's true. That's very true. So maybe you have to approach it with the same I guess structural design in mind. Right. You got to dig miles deep. But you can do it if you dig / pave at the same time. Possibly, I don't know. That's not. I don't know about digging. I don't know about digging miles deep. I know about digging balls deep. But there you go. You're welcome, internets. I knew it was coming. Phrasing.
I know about balls deep now. I know about it.
And all right, so that's the one thing. And then Mike, I got one more thing.
Okay.
I got one more thing, and then I'm done, dog. Mike.
I thought the same thing, Atomic.
What do you say?
I heard of it before, but
the Underground Railroad.
Yeah, I heard. I when the first time I heard it, that's exactly what I thought. But go ahead, do you think?
All right, no, I'm thinking about when you first enter the Underground Railroad, and it gives you that little time where it takes you from above ground to below ground on the shift down. If the song playing, that's the sound of the men, like check. So no, it's all good. See, I can do low. See, what's funny? What's funny is that I don't sing as much as you do on the show, which is hilarious. All right, all right, Mike. So, have you seen? We talked about it last week, and I now have an actual link for it. But The Witcher 1 Prologue was remade in the Witcher 3 engine, and you
told me about it.
It looks phenomenal. It looks stinking phenomenal. I have a video link in here to YouTube.
It doesn't look like the rest of the game. It looks like a slightly up-res 360 graphics.
No. It looks.
You play on PC.
I play on PC. Yes, and the mod is only available on PC, so it looks great. It looks good. And man, I did not know.
Did you play The Witcher 1?
Yes, I've played all 3 of them and to completion multiple times. Well, the first one I only finished once because it took me 90 hours. But the other 2, I've played multiple times. So it is greatness, sir. And I meant to go out and download it, but I still have it saved. But I'm gonna go download it and try to install it this week, because guess what? 3-day work week, yo. 3-day work week for your boy. A matter of fact, happy early Thanksgiving to everybody. I don't know why I waited so long. Man, go out there and enjoy it. Eat you some good food.
Everybody talking about what they thankful for in the middle of the world being in chaos. Like, man, like the idea, like everybody getting caught up in all of this sexual assault stuff right now is just kind of crazy. And then we have to stop and say what we're thankful for. Like, bro,
right?
Like this came into like the worst time. Like this. Look,
I'm thankful for the prosecutors.
I'm thankful I ain't never gonna get caught up in none of that stuff.
Right, exactly. I'm thankful. I ain't got no skeletons to be.
I'm thankful for my home training.
Right, exactly.
Thank you for mama. Thank you for grandma. Thank you for stepmoms.
That's it, man.
Make sure that I treat the ladies right.
Look, I'm thankful for game. I'm thankful because my game is strong enough. I don't have to worry about that. I'm thankful for game. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thankful that I had he's not Weinstein. Right. I'm thankful for being around people who taught me the game early.
Right.
And like learning how to really do this thing without having to go overboard, because it's the people who ain't got no game that's doing all of this.
Summarily.
And just because you become famous, that don't mean you got game. It just means that you got money. Like, you know, I know people who will say that Lil Wayne is a handsome man. That's money. That ain't got nothing to do with
that ain't necessarily
that's money. Like, and you say Lil Wayne got some bad baby mamas, but that's money. That's not anything to do with like how he actually looks. Because he looks like a Ninja Turtle out of the shell.
Bogus. Oh, like, one final thing, Mike, before we get out of here, because we are 50 minutes in. But I want to say, man, I have been watching Dragon Ball Super. And Dragon Ball Super is good, y'all. It's really good.
I've seen the clips today of Goku taking out old girl, and that's like some.
Oh yeah, don't give it away because I ain't even there yet, but I know what you're talking about. Because
it's like that's like some, like the only thing you can say is yeah, nigga. Like
there's so many points in this show, and like up to now, actually, I just knocked out 75 episodes, so I'm on 76, man. And it's so many of those moments where you be like, oh, son, is going down. Like,
yeah, I ain't watched Dragon Ball since the Boo saga, but I've seen some clips here and there. And I seen Goku trying to hit that cat dude, and the cat dude just looking bored as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Dude, you know the cat.
Beerus, man. Beerus is a monster. Like, he's a god of destruction. He's a god of destruction, and he is a beast. But no, it's good, man. Look, I'm 37-year-old man, and I like anime. How you doing? And Dragon Ball Super is really good, man. Like, it is legitimately good.
I would watch it if it was easier to get to. Like, if it was on like Netflix or something.
Well, here's the thing. So if you only want to watch the sub versions, the dub versions with the English dub, they have it on Funimation.
Yes, because my Kodi is not working strong. My internet is not strong enough right now.
Okay, I'll send you this then. I'll send you this one thing. I'm gonna send it to you right now. You can take and get this from right here, because this is where I watch it at.
Okay. So, but here's the thing. Goku's voice is the most annoying thing in Japanese.
It is. It actually, like, it is so high. It is unnecessarily high. Did you get that? You should get that.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, it is so annoying. Like, I just can't. Like, I cannot. Like,
you refuse? You refuse at this point?
I refuse. I cannot. Like, I cannot watch. Well, first of all, I can't watch a whole bunch of subs, because I'm usually like on my phone and I'm doing other stuff while I'm watching TV, which makes like some of the stuff, like watching Power, is difficult because there's times where they're speaking Spanish or something like that, and I got to be like, oh snap, I need to look up at this.
Right. Or you could just learn Spanish.
I need to learn Spanish. Let me tell you, about half of my customers speak Spanish, and they speak very limited English. And it's really difficult to try to get them to come pay their bills.
That language barrier is tough, right?
I had a lady, like my assistant speaks a little Spanish, like she's Latino, but she's born and raised here.
Right.
So she speaks some, but she don't speak enough.
Right. Okay.
But so I had a lady that I called because I was calling looking for Carlos. I was calling to speak to Carlos, and she had no idea what I was like. I just want to speak to Carlos about paying the storage bill. No. And then after a few minutes, she just said, "You got the wrong number."
What?
Yeah. After a couple minutes, she just said I had the wrong number after telling me no over and over again. So then my assistant calls, and she was like, "Oh yeah, Carlos is coming tomorrow." Like the same lady,
right?
The same lady can be like, "Oh yeah, Carlos, he'll be there tomorrow," and I'm like, you heard me say Carlos.
Look, I recommend you do this, dog. Write yourself a script.
Seriously, you heard me say Carlos, and in the storage place. I almost say where I work, but you heard me say Carlos in the storage place. So at the very least, you should have put those two things together, and you should have called Carlos so Carlos can call me about his storage bill.
So this is what you do, Mike. This is what you do. Real quick, Atomic. He said, if you told me 20 years ago I'd still be watching Dragon Ball, I would say, nah, bro. Man, it would have been a hell no for me. But because I didn't expect it to last that long, A, and B, I didn't expect it to be this good.
I enjoyed it. I was just completely turned off by Boo.
Here's the thing. Understand, though, that Dragon Ball Super, they removed all of the GT stuff. So the only thing that is still canon is everything down through Majin Buu. Everything that happened after Majin Buu is not part of the canonical universe and no longer exists. They wiped it. They wiped it. The only other thing that exists past Buu is the where they first meet Beerus, the god of destruction, which is actually the first like 24 episodes in Dragon Ball Super. It's just that movie broken up.
Okay.
But that's all that is. So but all right, so here's what you do, Mike. You write yourself an English script and listen to me. Go to Google Translate, copy, paste, and read what comes out. That's what you do.
Yeah, but when they start talking back to me, like, what
right, right. And what you do is just read your script and then hang up.
Yep.
And say muchas gracias. Adios.
I'm trying to get my company. I was like, y'all definitely should pay me to learn Spanish.
Right. Hey man, Rosetta Stone, bro. And you know it's gonna be on sale on Black Friday. Seriously?
No. They gonna buy me Rosetta Stone. I'm not gonna buy me Rosetta.
No, I'm saying you if you push for it now, you can actually also convince them because it'll be cheaper for Black Friday for them to invest in you. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
I'm gonna place that email tomorrow. I'm gonna be like, Rosetta Stone gonna be on sale, right?
Right? You know what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying?
Right, man. But look, I'm serious, folks. I would probably start streaming some of this Witcher 1 remake. It is greatness. There was I was watching it on YouTube today. It's 51 minutes. Somebody streamed like 51 minutes, and it is The Witcher 3. It is The Witcher 1 inside of Witcher 3, which is greatness, sir. So because the first Witcher 1, I had to map my own sticky controls, man. But this is gonna be greatness. It gives you achievements and everything. Look, it's hotness. But look, Mike, do you have anything else that you've been listening to watch to? You already talked about Big Crit before. You got anything else?
I'm playing a lot of RimWorld, and it's like crazy. Like there's some times where they are really trying to kill me.
That's
really trying to kill me. Like I went through a playthrough, and I started a new playthrough, but I did like the tribal thing where you start off with like nothing and you have to research pretty much everything.
Okay.
And you don't start off with like guns and stuff. Okay. Like you have to get like bow and arrows and spears and all that kind of stuff to fight.
Rocks to start. Yeah.
And they hit me with like all kinds of stuff, like back to back. Like I got a nuclear fallout where can't nobody go outside or they're gonna get toxic buildup.
But that's how you survive, though.
But you gotta keep everybody inside. So you just draw a region. Okay, you can't go outside this region, and you lock everybody to that region. But that also, like, some people, all they can really do is hunt and go out and hunt and do some things. But now they can't do that. So it's like, you got a character that's idle. Well, I can't do nothing about it right now.
Right.
And then like, so we got out of that and it was like, all right, everything's cool. Y'all can go do your thing. And then I got hit with a nuclear winter where it was this ash and it was also blocking the sun. So all of my solar panels ain't work as well, and all this other stuff. And they do all kinds of stuff. I got hit with like a manhunter pack of muffalos. Yeah, all of their animals except for like some of the small animals. They have like made up animals. I got hit with a manhunter pack of muffalos. That was the worst. I'm playing on a tropical map. So like every once in a while, like my people get hit up by cobras and stuff, and it's like they too far away from me to actually get to. So like I either have to just let my characters die, or I either gotta let them die or I gotta reload.
Right.
you know, half of the time I reload. But I did, and the reason why I didn't answer you when you called originally, I installed it on my laptop now, and I'm playing on my laptop also. But you know, it's Steam,
okay.
so the themes are still here. So yeah, it's
What's up, man?
it's like that. I mean, I'm all in right now. I've barely played Destiny like maybe once or twice in the last 2 weeks.
It's been
And
about
like
3 weeks.
I know that all that you know, all that stuff was the faction rally came back and all of this other stuff, and they're talking about the new expansion. I just ain't been there. And like I really wanted to buy it for Xbox. But Pimp said he wasn't worried about it, so I didn't buy it. But it's on sale for like $35.
Yeah, it's gonna be on sale. Man, Assassin's Creed is on sale. I bought that for my oldest son because his birthday is right around the corner. Bought it digitally, so you know your boy get a chance to play it as well. But I mean, Shadow of War is like gonna be $25 on man. It's ridiculous the sales that they have going on currently and that are going to be going on.
They better discount Battlefront. They better discount the hell out of Battlefront.
Boy, you talking boy. Battlefront is, man, they are feeling it.
I love the fact that they were just standing behind their decision. No, this is what we did. All that, you know, we got this. Like the game will be fine. Y'all just gonna have to deal with this. And then Disney on the phone. Yeah, I think we just gonna have to, you know, for right now,
you know,
for right now, we gonna have to turn all this off. Like it'll be back. We don't know in what capacity it's gonna be back, but yeah, you know, it ain't coming back until after the movie comes out.
Right, and you know, Disney came at him like, you know, it wasn't me, man, but my mama wanted me to tell you that I'm gonna need my jacket back. And
how you gonna show it right when we leave? Shout out to Chase, man.
Right. Shout out to Chase, man.
With the baby. We ain't do a show last week. There was no Scarcasm last week because of the baby. I wanted him. I was like, yo, go spend your time with your baby because he was on this maternity leave.
Right. There you go, man. Hey, that's the way to do it. I took 10 weeks when my wife was pregnant, man.
Bruh, he got to go back to work today.
What?
He only had last week off.
Oh, okay. I mean, I
like you gotta have more maternity leave than that.
Yeah,
I know it's called paternity leave, but I like calling it maternity leave.
No, you can do what you want. You can do what you want. But you know what? You can't do what you want too much longer because it's time, bro. Go ahead and give you a shout out so we can get up out of this piece.
Man, shout out to the people. Like we wouldn't be able to do this without y'all. So we appreciate y'all showing up here, showing up everywhere, in the places where this show goes, and repping your set. Shout out to the homie Meef who since you got around new friends, you don't holler at your boys no more.
Right. We're gonna let Meef go on. Right?
They got some new friends on the show, and now we don't even get the shout out on the show no more. Is it because we pissed off the other members of your show? But
probably it's all good. It's all good. Look here, man. I don't live to please everybody.
No, I'm messing with them because it's still family. It's still all love. To all of the everyday gamers.
Oh yeah.
Even Eric.
I got to shout out him, man, because he been hitting me up on the stream, man, because you know we both been playing Shadow of War. And
the only reason why I haven't watched is because I know eventually I'm gonna play the game.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's a good game.
Yeah, I really want to play. I really need to play the original because I own it. And that's kind of how I feel about The Witcher. I know it's not necessary, but I feel the exact same thing about The Witcher. I bought The Witcher 2 because I played it at PAX, and that it was the intro is awesome.
Oh, the intro is still great.
The intro to The Witcher 2 is greatness, sir.
Yes, absolutely.
Once you get past that intro, you're like, okay, so what do I do now?
Right. It is tough. Like the learning curve is a little difficult. But just drop it down, drop the difficulty down. Go to town,
dropped it down for me. I did the thing where it.
The battle arena.
Yeah. It was like, we gonna need to Nepo this for you. Thanks.
Right. Yeah, we see you struggling on a basic block. So yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah.
All right. So, cool. Anything else?
No, I'm good, man. Everyday gamers, holler at your boy. I want to be on the show.
For sure. All right. So Hey, shout out to everybody who joined us live, man. Mad love, mad appreciation. Simpson, Timo, my man Glovebox, and Atomic Override LBC. And your boy Chase, who dropped in there at the last minute. Yes. Again, look, it was yesterday, but shout outs to my man Casual, aka Casual Terror, aka Stupendous, because yesterday was his birthday.
Yeah, and I mean, Stupendous is having the greatest time right now.
He really, really is, man. He really is.
He is really living his stupendous life.
Right. And so AZ, shout out to my man AZ Rockslide, who been sliding in, watching me on the streams. I think Chase has been there as well, man. Hey, shout outs to y'all. Shout outs to Permanu, who've been trying to drop in and support me as well, man. I really appreciate all the help. I really appreciate the support and stuff, man. You guys are awesome.
Yes, Chase just asked me. We're gonna do some extra life stuff. I'm gonna help him out with some extra life stuff in December. Hopefully, we're not playing Persona that whole time. Yeah, so that's not that's not gonna be what's hot in these streets. But yeah, we're gonna do some extra life stuff. Hopefully he'll play some, I'll play some. I really want to play some RimWorld. I'm about to buy me a capture card so I can start recording my RimWorld adventures.
Okay, cool.
And whatever I do, whatever I set up for my RimWorld adventures, I will not reload. People just gonna have to die.
People just gonna have to die. Also, shout out to AZ Rockslide because on his extra live stream, I jumped on there and he sent me a code for a free game. I hadn't redeemed it yet, but I'm just gonna go out there and redeem it here shortly. And man, that's really about it.
Any game we know of, or is one of those indie games?
It's an indie game, but it's one that I'd heard of before. So I'm actually pretty excited to get out and give it a shot, man. So I'm really looking forward to that.
I know, usually he has that one game that he starts talking about that he's like, I've been playing, Flip, and it's like, what is
right? Filth, Florin, filth.
Yeah, what is that? They're like, that's usually the thing when you listen to everyday. I listened to Everyday Gamers this morning. That's why it's in my brain.
Okay,
I have started listening to Come On Son, the Come On Son podcast.
I didn't know they had one.
Yeah, he has a podcast. Well, he has a radio show, and but he also has a podcast. The last episode is with Ronnie DeVoe, and it's really good. I enjoyed it. What made me jump on is he did a show with Big Crit, and that's what made me jump on.
Okay, what up? Well, everybody, thank you so much for listening to the podcast recorded. I forgot the date, on November 20th, 2017. Look, Mike and I want to sincerely wish you all a very safe and happy Thanksgiving. Eat up, enjoy the time with your family and your friends and your loved ones, and we joking around earlier about what to be thankful for, but really take stock and take inventory, because I mean everyone has something they can be thankful for. So
I'm thankful every day that I'm able to do stuff like this. Like, let's be honest, and I'm able to do this for y'all, even Eric.
Stupid, man. You stupid. Leave Eric alone, man. Like Simpson say #shade. Like, come on, son.
Eric, I'm not being serious right now. I don't want that heat. I want to be able to show. So holla at your boy. I'm just being funny. You just the easy target right now because it's gonna come a time. I'm gonna come for me.
There you go. And Simpson said, "Eat pumpkin pie and be thankful," and I can kind of agree with that. I'm gonna be eating pumpkin cheesecake.
Man, hell no!
Pumpkin cheesecake.
Go get you a patty pie, dog. Like, just be happy, or get the recipe from the homie Simpson, and make that sweet potato pie with the agave liquid.
The agave nectar. Yeah. So everybody, thank you so much for listening and or watching Facetious 98. I still need to get a hold of Double A because I really want to have him on 100.
Nectar always makes me think of Haze. Ain't that what it was called in Haze?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was.
Yeah.
Poor gaming. I mean, it was a poor game.
I didn't play that game. But then again, nobody did.
I played a little bit of it. I didn't finish. Did I finish? I can't even remember if I finished it. I played it for quite a while. But that's really about it, y'all. Again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Y'all enjoy the holiday break. Mike and I hopefully will be back next week. And that's really about it. All right, y'all. Peace out to the Warriors.
Peace out to the Warriors. Even Eric.
Bogus.